Hello, my name is Tom and I am an academic advisor with Distance Learning Systems. I wanted to just take a few moments to go over some information on the TEAS to give everybody just a little bit of information on what you want to do as you're preparing for that and how you're going to move forward with that through the program. So first off, the TEAS or are called ATI TEAS. ATI is the company that runs the exam. This is a exam that you're going to do that tests a few different areas, and it's an exam you have to do for your degree granting institution, Excelsior College, before you apply. So it's going to be part of your application process with them. So you can see the T stands for the test of essential academic skills. The idea of this is that you need to score minimum of these percentages in these three areas in one attempt. So when you're going to go take the TEAS, you need to score a 69% in reading, at least a 63.3% in math, at least a 45.8% in science, and at least a 60% in the English section. So you can see these minimum percentages you have to get are a little bit different depending on where you are. So the most important thing you're going to need to do as you're preparing for the TEAS is to make sure that you're hitting well above the percentage needed in each of these categories as you're studying and preparing. So the nice thing is you're in our TEAS information class. Our TEAS information class gives you information on what we suggest to do to study to make sure that you're hitting these different percentages. The basic idea is ATI that runs the TEAS. They are the organization that we suggest getting material from to study. They have a few different ways that you can study, a few different options. They have a TEAS package where you get, I think they call it the basic package, which includes a study manual and 2 online practice assessments. This is great. I think this is the thing that we suggest. You can also just get the study guide itself, or you could also order just the practice test. They have another option as well, this ATI TEAS Smart Prep, which is a little bit more money. It does have some online components that kind of work you through the material. That is a good option if you really feel like you need it, but I think the study package is really the best. What it does is gives you the manual and the online practice assessments. What I'll do is show you a little bit about that, and then I'll show you how we suggest to utilize that. The basic idea with it is that it's going to help you prepare for this area that we're going to discuss right now. What this package is going to let you do is basically it's going to give you everything you need to learn for each of these 4 sections, and then it's going to give you options for lots of practice questions to make sure you're understanding it. So your first goal when you get this package is to use that study manual, go through each of the sections, make sure you're studying that, make sure you really have the material down pat, and then do practice questions to make sure that you're really hitting these percentages you have to get. Here's an important part. When you do the practice questions, this is really important. You can see this. This is the number of questions and time allowed for each section. When you take the exam, it's going to be broken down into sections, and you're actually going to do each one individually. So you're going to do a reading section. That's going to be timed. Then you're going to do a math section. That's timed. Science timed. English timed. So you can see this is a rough estimate of how you're going to do that. You're roughly going to get 53 questions in the reading section. You're only going to have 64 minutes, okay? So each section is going to have a certain number of minutes. What you're going to want to do when you've studied for this TEAS, when you think you're really where you need to be, you're going to take those practice tests through ATI as part of the study package, and those are going to be timed. What you need to do is make sure you're using that time frame to your advantage, because you want to make sure not only do you master the material, but also can you answer those questions in the time allowed. That's definitely something that's going to be a big part of your success. So I'm going to show you the link here to get into the package that we're talking about, okay? So you can see all of this. You can access these links through our ATI TEAS, our TEAS information course online. But this is where it takes you to ATI TEAS basic package. You can see right now the cost is $115. I definitely think it's worth it. It's going to be the best best bang for your buck. It's going to give you that study manual, which is a physical manual you will get. It's also going to give you these practice assessments. These are really awesome. So utilize these to your advantage. There's also info right here that's going to kind of explain to you, how to use that. But like I said, I think my real suggestion is to utilize that manual to study, and then from there, make sure you're doing tons of practice questions, make sure you're timing yourself, make sure that you're able to get well above these required percentages in each of the areas, which again, this is what you need right here in red. Make sure you're getting well above those in each of the areas when you time yourself with roughly the same number of questions and roughly the same time that you're going to have. So you need these percentages with this number of questions in that amount of time. That's going to be the key. Now, we're here to help you as well. So if you're doing that and you're studying and you're doing the practice questions and you're not scoring as high as you need to, get in touch with our academics department. That's what we're here for. So definitely reach out to us. Let us know ahead of time, and that way we can help you out. If you're scoring well on all these, if you're scoring well above where you need to be in the time frame needed, great. You'll be ready to take the TEAS. But like I said, if you're not, get in touch with us. But definitely, no matter what, keep us in the loop. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how it's going. When you take the exam, send us your results. Send them to the academics department, and we will give you feedback from there. So again, I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions about the TEAS or anything that goes along with it, let us know as well. We're here to help you in the academics department with anything you need. Thanks.